All right, we have some major breaking Broncos news involving the potential future site of their new stadium. Let's send it over to our Broncos insider, Mike Kliss. Mike, what are you learning this morning?
Yes, the Broncos are putting their new stadium, if they do build a new stadium, in Burnham Yard. It's a downtown site, an abandoned, not completely abandoned, but no longer operating rail yard. It's where the Rio Grande and Union Pacific ran for about 150 years. It shut down in 2016. The state bought it in 2021. And Greg and Carrie Penner have bought up the 58 acres of Burnham Yard. They bought up the 25 acres of Denver water and, the building and the plot of land there. And a little bit more to make 100 acres. If they build a stadium, and they will, by the way, you don't do something like this unless you're fully planning to do it. But it's the new stadium would be built in time for the 2031 season. The lease with the Metropolitan District runs through March of 2031. So it's going to stay in Denver, the new stadium. That was important to the Penners. It was important to Governor Polis, who announced this jointly along with Mayor Johnson from the city of Denver. There was a joint statement. So they're all working in unison here on this. But Burnham Yard, which is for people, it's along that I-25 corridor between 6th Avenue and 13th Avenue. 6th Avenue on the south end, 13th Avenue on the north end. Of course, people know that Empower Field is on off 17th. So that's roughly the area. It's on the east side of I-25. An industrial area, railroads that are no longer operating. There is a light rail that operates in that area. But that's where the Broncos are going to put their new stadium in 2031.
We know they were considering a few options out in Lone Tree, out by the airport. Do you have any insight into why they decided to go with this physical Denver address for the stadium?
Yeah, it was, in the end, I think the Penners and the Broncos wanted to stay in Denver. There was some political pressure. Polis wanted it to stay in Denver. Mayor Johnson, of course, wanted to stay in Denver. The Broncos have played in Denver for going on 66 years. It will be, 70 years, 71 years when the lease expires. And, the area, think of what Coors Field was for those who are old like me. Remember what what Coors Field was at the 23rd and 25 viaduct. Again, you had a lot of broken glass around the rail yard, and it was revitalized by Coors Field. The whole Lodo district out there has been thriving, for many years after the stadium went up. You got McGregor Square. The Broncos and the Penners want to do the same thing. It's not just going to be a new stadium there in Burnham Yard. It's going to be a whole mixed-use neighborhood district with hotels. I think it's going to be McGregor Square times 3. It's going to have restaurants, all kind of parks. It's going to have all kinds of different various forms of transportation going in and out of there. So they want to revitalize that area. And what a lot of cities have found, some of the major cities have found, is stadiums, football stadiums and ballparks are what revitalize areas. And that's the one that's kind of a sore spot as far as an eyesore for the city of Denver. And it won't be in 6 years when the Penners get done with it.
Yeah, wow, quick turnaround. Mike, one last question for you before we let you go with this huge breaking news. Obviously, when it comes to these new stadiums we're seeing built across the country, we've seen a lot of them turn towards domes where they can hold concerts and other things throughout the winter. Any guess early on in this process what this new stadium might look like?
Yeah, they have said, the Broncos have said it will be retractable roof. Whether it's fully convertible or retractable like other stadiums, they haven't said yet. But it's still going to be natural grass. Greg Penner did not want AstroTurf. His players do not like AstroTurf. The less give on the AstroTurf, but it's going to be the type of open and closed stadium where they can still be able to grow natural grass. So it's going to be that. And one other thing I should say, no taxes here, no public funding. It will be privately funded by the Penners. They're going to, it's going to be, I would think upwards of $5 billion or so. And they're going to pay the whole freight. The city's going to pay for a lot of the the infrastructure as far as, the access, the roads, the exit ramps, provide the, the light rail, the public transportation and those kind of things. The state has sold the 58-acre parcel of Burnham Yard. Denver Water has sold its 25-acre plot to the Broncos for the use of this stadium. But no taxes, no public funds. Probably will have some PSLs, those private seat licenses, to help defray the costs. It's you can call it a user tax. Only the season ticket holders will pay for it. You basically buy the license for the right to buy your seats. And that's going up all around the country. Most NFL stadiums, I think north of 21, have PSLs, and that might be coming to this, but that's a little bit down the road. Whatever they're going to name it, it won't be named Walmart Stadium, by the way. But those are just some of the quick facts about the new stadium, which everyone should expect it to come in 2031.
All right, huge news from our Broncos insider Mike Kliz this morning. Mike, thank you.